What does Mr. Rogers have to do with women's history? Quite a lot. This month, in 5 parts, I'm highlighting Fred Rogers' connection to women's history. This is part 2. This week, I was blessed to lead a seminar on the theology of Fred Rogers at his alma mater, Pittsburgh Theological Seminary. But I was far more interested in the person who opened the session, Hedda Sharapan. You may not recognize Hedda as an on-screen neighbor, but no one was more central to Mr. Rogers' neighborhood than she was. And she remains today one of the strongest connections to the legacy of Fred Rogers. At the urging of Fred Rogers, Hedda Sharapan pursued her passion for child development by earning a master's degree from the University of Pittsburgh. This laid the foundation for her lifelong commitment to understanding and nurturing children's emotional and cognitive growth. Building on her studies in child development at Pitt, she served for the entire run of Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, from its first taping in October of 1966 to its conclusion in 2001. Her time in the neighborhood included roles as assistant director, assistant producer, associate producer, and director of early childhood initiatives for Fred Rogers' nonprofit production company. Part of Hedda's work over the years included reading all of the viewer mail and ensuring that each letter got a personal response from Mr. Rogers himself. While much of her work was behind the scenes, she did appear on camera in several episodes, notably in 1971 and 1972 as herself, along with her daughter Amy, who was just a baby at the time. She was also the puppeteer for Mrs. Frog. Hedda continues the legacy of Fred Rogers today as a child development consultant for Fred Rogers Productions, which includes work as a script consultant for the award-winning PBS children's series Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood, among other projects. She was a senior fellow at the Fred Rogers Institute at St. Vincent College for many years and remains an advisor and regular contributor to the Institute's newsletter. She's also a regular speaker, presenting professional development for teachers and audiences of all ages, helping them reflect on the timeless messages of Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Hedda has rightfully received numerous awards for her continued work in child development. At the 2010 National Association for the Education of Young Children Conference, she was named one of 2 heroes on the horizon. And at the 2011 National Association for Family Child Care Conference, she was honored with a Lifetime Achievement Award. In 2013, she was awarded an honorary doctorate from St. Vincent College, home of the Fred Rogers Institute. And later this week, she will be introduced into the Gold Circle of the National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences for her contribution to children's television for over 50 years. Hedda's work has had a profound impact on the field of early childhood education. Her ability to blend academic insight with practical advice has helped countless parents, educators, and caregivers support children's healthy emotional development. I'll be back next week with part 3 of Fred Rogers' connection to women's history. Make sure you go back and check out part 1 and last month's 4-part Black History series. And of course, like and subscribe for continued updates.